Now, what the heck do I mean when I talk about PureView mode, especially in the context of the recent iPhone Pros? Now, PureView was a term coined back in 2010 by Nokia, which had developed the first high megapixel computational photography camera phone, Nokia 808 here. A 41 megapixel main sensor was sampled down to 5 megapixel, which sounds drastic by today's standards, but was fine for 2010. The point of doing this is that information from, on average in the 808's case, around 6 or 7 pixels on the sensor could be averaged to provide each pure pixel in the output image, giving essentially perfect color and luminance information. No noise, no uncertainty. It was pure. So some of my favorite ever photos were taken with the 808 and its sister device running Windows Phone, the Lumia 1020. And as phone imaging requirements advanced, of course, not least that sensors should be able to capture 4K video, we ended up quickly, this is the 950 XL from Nokia, quickly at an expectation for 9 megapixels or 12 megapixels output, depending on the aspect ratio required. The industry also moved away from RGB oversampling to a simpler and cheaper to make quad Bayer system, so 4 subpixels in each quad pixel in a 12 megapixel stroke 48 megapixel matrix. And yes, I know Nokia is not really around anymore, but I still refer to these lower resolution images as PureView because the same principle is used. The other advantage of Nokia's high megapixel system is that smart cropping into the sensor gave almost lossless digital zoom. So in the 1020's case, using the central 5 megapixel of its 41 megapixel sensor to give roughly 2.5 times lossless zoom. Modern phones use both techniques, though output resolutions like the iPhone's default 24 megapixels just isn't needed most of the time. It's resolution for resolution's sake, which is why I set my iPhone 17 Pro Max output, under formats here, to 12 megapixel all the time, deliberately throwing away resolution in order to gain purity. And as I showed in a previous video, gaining a shallower zoom gap along the 1 times to 8 times zoom range, since there's always plenty of resolution in hand to crop into, rather than insisting on making a lot of it up, as per the Apple default. PureView for the win, I say, even in 2025.